We're ready to go. Here
Let's
we go.
do it. We're on to Game 5, the decisive game of this match, coming up next. Along the Portuguese coast lies a crossing of sea lanes critical to the survival of opposing fleets. Surrounded by towers of crimson sedimentary rock in the expanse of the blue Atlantic, these two fleets will soon engage in trial by combat, where only one team can claim victory. This is Loop. Loop is a unique map in that every single capture area has an island smack in the middle. To the west, the island in the center of Capture Point Alpha is tall enough that it will handily provide shelter for ships seeking to hold down the cap until the enemy team can work ships far enough forward to sneak shells around one end or the other. The same can be said for Capture Point Charlie in the east. The island that dominates Capture Point Bravo in the center provides much less cover than those on the flanks, and is more likely to be contested from radar cruisers lurking near the islands along the edge of the zone. In fact, every single capture zone on Loop has islands near enough to provide hard cover for radar-equipped cruisers, making capturing any one of these zones extra challenging. Games on Loop may very well come down to a single mistake that allows one team to pick up an early kill and give them an advantage in firepower. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Loop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the deciding game of this match, Game 5 here in the North American quarterfinals between 007 and AP. 007 coming to the dance, Ohio Thunder, Salem, used to seeing that, Nevsky, okay. Quadruple Petropavlovsk, welcome back to Russia, comrade. And ditching all of those Shimikazes for a lone Kleber. This is a new look for 007 this particular game, Zath. We've not seen this out of them in the match so far.
I mean, we've never really seen them play anything other than 20-kilometer Shimikaze, so you're exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, over on the AP side of things, we've got Polsky once again in that Yu Yang. It must really feel something special about that. I don't know if we've seen that specialness either, but okay. They've got Summers, they've got Ohio and Yamato for battleships. Now, Quincy is in a Wooster. Quincy, again, a cruiser main, can do really good work there. We've got a Veneti, Nevsky, and double Petro. So it comes down to, I don't know, 007 brought more Petros. So does that mean that they win because of that?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. They start the game with a health advantage, but it's not as significant as you might think, because remember, Petropavlovsk's health is not, it's not a Stalingrad that has, 70-something thousand hit points. These are only about 55 and change, which is, only marginally more than a Hindenburg, let's say. So, right. Yes, lull Russian cruisers, but the HP is not there, let's say, for a wall of Petros. Now, Eagle lances Kleber. He's the lone destroyer in this game. I expected him to dive the sea cap, and he did, but he kind of went the long way around. He circled all the way to the 9 line and has now come back in the cap from the northeastern edge, working up behind this island. And it looks as if KV's Summers is going to stay far enough back that he will be able to bag C pretty much uncontested. On the other half of the map...
It makes sense, though.
Go ahead.
It makes sense, though, because you're in a ship that really doesn't have a concealment advantage. So why would you put yourself in the risk of being shot at by 1, 2, 5, 12 ships?
Well, I also like it because it orients Eagle for the next place he's probably likely to want to go, which is the B cap, right? If they pick up C, they'll probably just jet him to the middle of the board.
Why not? That's what a Kleber does. It captures all the cap points and punishes people for being dumb.
Indeed, but 3 minutes gone, both teams working up a cap here. Now, Eagle seems content to chill for a bit. I kind of expected him to kind of immediately start for the B cap, but that is not the case at the moment. Are they trying to sneak MK Salem in? They are trying to sneak MK Salem in. Very, very slowly, very deliberately.
Eagle is reversing because he's going to do what we say in Hunt for October as clearing my baffles. He's looking for the rear to see what is there to see. Now, I think he's being detected by the Summers.
I think the Summers got him lit on the surface, but somebody just blew a radar. That
Quincy.
I actually think it was Lowski blew a radar, but it might have been Quincy. Eagle took 0 damage for that, though. He was just kind of backing around the island to take a quick peek. They have put MCAT onto B, and at the moment, QQ has no eyes on MCAT. That's going to allow 00 to pick up B without being spotted with a cruiser, believe it or not. That's exactly what just happened here.
So, once again, 007 off to a lead here. Two caps to one. Oof.
Well, still,
Megazal working his way up.
Still too early, of course. You never know what's going to happen. Too early in a match to know really how things are going to go, but...
Of course.
00 obviously working a board position, coming to loop with a very different strategy than we've seen them play up to this point. Like, so, of course, all these last few games, they've been running triple Shimakaze, and they've lost those 2 games. In the first 2 games, they were running just double Shimakaze, having much better luck there, obviously picking up those first 2 games. Here, dropping Shimakaze out of their lineup completely, and, well, the result is very much in doubt. We'll see how it goes.
I gotta say, I like the change, but at the same time, it's really difficult to make a change in comp when you're live, and it determines whether or not you advance.
Surely this is not something that they audibled into without ever having played it before. I cannot imagine that, right? So, in my mind, if they've done this, this is because this is a comp or an idea that they've practiced and understand what they want to be doing, right? I mean, right now, despite the fact that they started off outnumbered at the A flank, they've pushed Megazal up into a really good position. Desert Rat already in a strong position on the north side of the cap. So while they do not own A, they are in a position whereby they will, anybody that goes into that cap will probably not live long enough to regret the decision. And of course, then you've got Eagle still working the edge of the map over here along the 8-9 line. Now, Eagle has taken some damage at this point. Not sure what, but...
Still, this is a game where 007 is taking cap position and daring AP to basically come at them. Come at me, bro.
More or less. I mean, this is, at the moment, the shoe is completely on AP's foot. They have to do something to make a play. They have to change the status quo, whether that's a kill, contest a cap, something. And that's the advantage of having, the early lead, is that you force the opponent to make some difficult decisions. Now, what we find commonly is that teams will just trade shells for a while, especially when you're only down 1 cap, because at the moment, 007's lead is only about 100 points. That's a single kill, right? A single kill will basically wipe out that game. But right now, nobody's really under threat. Both teams are just kind of lobbing shells at each other. In fact, at the moment, if you believe this, 007 has been trading better and has a nice little health lead. So, this is on AP. They've got to make a play. Right now, it's looking like it's going to come at B. They're trying to push Polsky into the bottom end of the cap by forcing MCAT back off of it.
Yep, this feels very much like a Seats Creek. Like, both teams just kind of sitting here for a little bit, waiting to see what the enemy is going to do to deal with the situation. AP, obviously, having to make a decision, but they don't have to make it immediately. 007, of course, in a stronger position, but could still be caught out. I think AP is hoping that 007 will make a mistake and maybe overextend into A or something.
Right now, I don't see it. There's no need for them to make bad plays. They tried to push Polsky into B. MCAT popped his little T-Rex radar, and Get Wrecked got a good salvo off and drove Polsky off the cap. And what I like about that is it means that Get Wrecked still has his radar available if Polsky comes back.
And that's exactly the thing, right? So 007 is in the position that teams want to be in, right? We've got the cap advantage, we got the point advantage, no reason to push. Polsky in there, now Get Wrecked going ahead and using radar on double fires, DCPing. Here comes the shots. AP, interestingly enough.
That's what he had loaded. He's looking for the reset there. He does get some good damage into Polsky. Does push Polsky back off the cap for the moment. Two failed attempts to get into the cap.
I could have sworn Get Wrecked was in a different clan before.
He might have been. Still taking blind shots at Polsky. Now Polsky back onto the cap. But MCAT's radar's down for a little while, so now they have to wait and see if they can potentially... Oh, they get a blind reset right there.
Mm-hmm.
MCAT now trying for the blind resets as well. Just going to keep an eye on 007's view because I want to see if they, or when, I should say, they might be able to get vision on Polsky. Hasn't happened yet, but there you see AP pushing the Summers into C. That halts 007's point gains. MCAT taking a big hit there from the Yami.
Look at Quincy and the Wooster just getting himself ready to potentially threaten Eagle Lance's Kleber.
Potentially just wipe out Eagle Lance's Kleber. No, he's not.
He knows that. Nope, he knows that he can get one-shotted, though he does have a good angle on Get Wrecked.
I was going to say, he's there to farm Get Wrecked off the board. They do succeed in finally getting Polsky into the cap and bagging the B cap. That's going to start to narrow the gap here. As way over at A, Desert Rat has reversed into the top end of A. Jason's radar going up now.
Though?
Well, KV's been kind of playing that flank, looking for torpedo angles, I think, on the Petro. He hasn't landed too many of these, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. KV's radared in there now. This could be very, very, very unfortunate for him, given Eagle Lance's rate of fire with that reload booster.
Well, I mean, the Nevsky doesn't have the longest duration radar, so KV will survive. It's just more of a question of how much damage he's going to take in the process.
He took a significant chunk, but he's still on the board.
Yeah.
And AP continuing to close the gap. Now within 100 points here. 9 minutes to play in this do-or-die game for both teams. We said it was AP's move to make a play. They did it. They did what they had to do. Now the shoe changes. 007 has to make a play.
Look at the one line. Look at Jason and Megazao. I mean, they've pretty much just zoned each other out.
Yeah. We see this. I saw this all day watching the EU event, right? Petro's on the one line. Kremlin's on the one line. Just bunch of staring contests, right?
You don't like staring?
Huh?
You don't like staring at people?
I mean, it's just
Guys, it doesn't make for really exciting casting.
We're about to have a lead change here. AP will take the lead in seconds. 007 needs to do something if they want to move on to day 5.
Now, I believe 07 has historically made it to the finals almost every time, right?
07 routinely makes it, but 007 has never been beyond this round. They made it to the top 8 before, but they've never made it to the top 4 that I can remember. I'd have to go back and check just to verify, but I believe that is correct.
The enemy is about to win.
So this comes down to, can 007 get there?
I mean, you know, Zath, one of the things that I look at what 007 is doing at A, and I'm kind of like, why would you not maybe consider pushing this Ohio around the corner and just wiping out Jason's Petropavlovsk? Like, why would you not do that? They're set up to kite over here and deny the A cap. They are going to bag A. That's going to help. That's going to stem the bleeding a bit. But I mean, at this point, they're going to be 60 points down, if not more, before that finally happens.
You're absolutely right. Why not go for that kill, get it off the board, at least make him not feel comfortable sitting where he is? Meanwhile, we've got a nice salvo coming in on Lowski. I think it's Lowski, yep.
Lowski,
yeah, it's going to fall short.
They push MCAT back into the top end of B. Lowski radars him, so they can see MCAT for the moment. MCAT content to sit there.
Elgar takes a couple of torpedoes from KV Summers.
And he's got more coming in. This is going to end badly, I think, for Elgar. Well,
no, he'll be fine.
He's got a nice little gap. Ooh, that was close.
But I mean, Quincy
They're gonna
is
get him.
Still detecting him within 2 kilometers.
They've got him.
So
they've got him proxy. They've got him proxy. They're going to get him off. Yeah, he's burning. He'll go out here momentarily. 14 minutes in, first blood is going to go to AP here over at the A cap. Yeah, the shells, the fires, the torpedoes. He's very, very dead.
Lowski taking some hits though.
I would not call AP's board position advantageous. In fact, both teams trying to scramble to find a way to win here. Oh, they get a last-second reset on MCAT.
Yep.
He was just about to bag B, but it never happened. Desert Rat still hasn't bagged A because he's just trading shells and resets with Jason all day long. And now...
meanwhile, Quincy is going to grab C.
Yeah, I was going to say, now that leaves the Wooster in C by himself. Double O needs to stop that somehow. 5 minutes to play. Every single cap on the board is contested. AP with about a 140-point lead on the strength of their 1 kill.
Right.
What a hard-fought match. This has been a great series, Zath.
Just like the last one.
They're still fishing for MCAT blindly. They have no vision on him.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
They're trying to move... I think they're trying to move Polsky up to spot him. But Bowski's been doing a great job just getting blind resets. He does right there again. Yep, twice in a row.
Wow.
Timer ticking under 5 minutes here. Oh, Eagle is so hung out to dry over here, Zath. He's got a Venezia pushing around the corner. Does he even know? He doesn't. He can't know yet.
Maybe.
He can't see the smoke. He doesn't know there's a Venezia about to come right around the corner into his face. His guns aren't even. His guns are looking the wrong direction.
That's not a problem, right? Here it comes. There it is.
There it is.
Oh!
What a play from Woshi's Venezia. That solidifies the B cap. 90 seconds on the timer for 007.
That's it. I mean, I don't know what 007 can do to recover.
At this point, they got to drive the Thunder into the B cap, and it feels like this A flank has been so static and boring. It feels like this Ohio over here has been completely wasted. Maybe I'm crazy. It just feels that way to me, Zath.
Yep.
They've come so far in the event, and oh man, I don't see it right now. They're going to lose Mega Zao, potentially. Well, maybe. I don't know. If they, I mean, 00 can't lose a ship. As soon as they lose a ship, the game is over.
But at this point, you got to do something.
Yeah,
you can't
I know.
Just sit here. It's over.
I feel like, I mean, we said it earlier. Like AP had to make a play, right? They did,
and they did.
and then 007 did not respond quick enough. They just kind of, now what, right? And there's the game.
That's it. That's the game.
They kill Mega. AP with the reverse sweep, going on to the top 4 for the first time.
What a series. What a 2 series, dude. We picked good.
Yeah.
Like, we picked well.
Yeah,
man.
we did.
Holy crap.
These were great games. What a well-played series. I honestly, Zath, I legit feel bad for 007 because they could, like, I feel like that last game was winnable, right? The game 3 that we saw, I think they just got outplayed, for however you want to say it, right? But I feel like game 5 for sure was winnable, and they let it get away from them. What do you think?